Hi there folks, Scholar Gladiatoria channel here, and in 2018 the Viking look is the newest thing. If you're not looking like a Viking, you just aren't cool right at the moment. Whether you're watching Vikings or The Last Kingdom, we have an accepted look now for Vikings, and obviously this must be based on historical research, mustn't it? But without further ado, let's have a look at the top 5 accessories and styles for making yourself look like the modern TV Viking. First of all, you absolutely mustn't wear a horned helmet. Everybody knows that horned helmets aren't historically accurate. They went out in the kind of 1980s. But what you absolutely mustn't do to be the fashionable 2018 modern world TV Viking is don't wear a helmet at all. Helmets, who needs helmets? Helmets are just there to protect your head. We don't care about heads. Heads are not important. And also, they get in the way of an awesome hairstyle. As we can see from watching the latest TV Viking shows, whether it's Vikings or The Last Kingdom, we know that any self-respecting Viking must have a pretty cool hairdo that usually involves shaved sides to the head and a long sort of top knot or even a ponytail at the top, often involving quite elaborate braiding. Next up we have the clothing. Well, the clothing has to absolutely feature leather, lots and lots of leather. Vikings, as it's well documented, at least on TV shows currently on the TV now, loved leather. They absolutely loved leather in brown and black and occasionally grey. They didn't like red or blue or yellow or green or those other kinds of, specifically brown, black and grey. Lots of brown, black and grey leather. But moreover, if it's woven, that gives you the extra Viking look. We're not here to look like musketeers or knights or pirates or ninjas. We're here to look like Vikings. And as we all know, Vikings like to cut their leather into strips and then weave it back into large pieces of leather. We don't know why they did this. Maybe it was ventilation, or maybe it was just for that sweet, sweet style. So if you want to look like the real cutting edge 2018 Viking, you've got to get yourself some woven strips of leather and put them over every part of your body, except for your elbows. Next up, another clothing accessory, and this has to go with the woven leather, and that is wristbands, or sometimes known as bracers. We could call them armbands, I suppose. But as is well documented, if you want to make a person look historical, you've got to cover up those bare forearms, guys, okay? If you want to make yourself look like you're either a Roman or a Viking or some other kind of generic historical person, let's cover up those forearms and stick some bracers or wristbands over. And if you really want to double up the effect, like double denim, you can go for woven leather wristbands as well. That really gives the double effect, makes you even more Viking. If you want to go 110% Viking, you want to go for woven leather wristbands. Of course, I hear some of you saying wristbands, they're a good idea, aren't they? They protect you from blows from swords and axes. Well, yes, indeed. But most importantly, they make you look like a truly 2018 modern historical person. Next up, this isn't an essential feature, and we don't see it on all of the TV Vikings currently around, but it is nevertheless a fairly popular thing to spot, and that is furry shoulder pads. These serve all sorts of purposes. They keep your shoulders dry. They don't keep a lot of the rest of you dry, but if you bumped your shoulder, it might protect you slightly. Maybe if there's a bit of a chilly wind, you could pull the fur up and warm your ears with it. But most of all, they make you look like an awesome, fearsome warrior from Scandinavia, known as a Viking in 2018. And it really goes with the shaven sides of your head, because remember, of course, if you're shaving the sides of your head's going to get a little bit chilly. Maybe you can do a kind of comb over with those furry shoulder pieces. And in second place we have eyeliner, because of course, what says rampaging barbarian heathen more than outlining your eyes in some black eyeliner? Some people might say it makes them look more fearsome, others might say it just makes them look more pretty, but who knows? All we can say is that the modern 2018 TV Viking loves a bit of eyeliner. And in at number 1, we mustn't forget, finally, the tattoos. We've got to have lots of tattoos, usually involving Celtic knotwork and dragons and things like this. If they're tattoos on the side of your head, that gets you extra Viking points and makes you 120% Viking. So there we go, folks. A sweet, sweet hairdo, some furry shoulder pads, lots of woven leather, preferably on your body and your forearms, but never your elbows. And to finish it off, some nice tattoos, specifically on the side of your head, neck or face, but any of your body will add extra percentages to how much Viking you truly are. These are the top 5 things for turning yourself into a modern 2018 TV Viking. Thank you for watching.